What if the fix for your car's rust was already sitting in your kitchen and cost less than a cup of coffee? I'm going to show you exactly how to remove surface rust from your car's body panels using a white powder that costs about $2 a bag. No grinding, no sandblasting, no expensive rust converter sprays, just a cheap powder, some water, and about an hour of your time. And before we get into it, stay until the end, because the final tip on protecting the metal after treatment will save you from doing this job all over again 6 months from now. Let's talk about the problem first. You've seen it. That orange-brown patch spreading across your door sill, your wheel arch, your hood. It starts small, a little discoloration, a tiny bubble under the paint, and then it grows. Surface rust, the kind you can see and feel but hasn't eaten through the metal yet, is absolutely fixable at home. You don't need a body shop. You don't need an angle grinder. But here's what happens if you ignore it. Surface rust turns into scale rust. Scale rust turns into penetrating rust. Penetrating rust eats through your panel. At that point, you're looking at panel replacement, and that is where the real money goes. A body shop will quote you anywhere from $150 to $400 just for surface rust treatment on a single panel. Not including paint matching, not including labor to remove the trim, just the rust work. The products they use cost maybe $15. The rest is labor and markup, which is fair. They have rent, equipment, and wages to cover. But if it's surface rust and you have a free afternoon, you can do this yourself for under $5 total. And the results will genuinely surprise you. Now, here's what most people don't understand about rust. Rust isn't just dirty metal. It's a chemical compound called iron oxide. When your car's steel panels are exposed to oxygen and moisture, even just humid air, the iron reacts and forms this compound. It's flaky and porous, which means it holds moisture against the metal and accelerates the whole reaction. Rust causes more rust. To remove it chemically, you need something called a chelating agent. A chelating agent is a molecule that grabs metal ions and pulls them out of a compound. And here's where it gets interesting. Citric acid, the same acid naturally found in lemons and oranges, the same powder used to preserve food and make fizzy drinks, is a highly effective iron collider. When a citric acid solution contacts iron oxide, the citric acid molecules bond with the iron ions in the rust and physically detach them from the metal surface. The iron dissolves into the solution. What's left is clean, bare steel. This is not a myth or a trick. This is documented chemistry. Citric acid is used commercially in metal cleaning, boiler descaling, and industrial rust removal. The difference is that in commercial products, it's packaged with a brand name at a massive markup. At your local supermarket or chemist, a 500-gram bag of food-grade citric acid costs between $1.50 and $3. That's enough for several full treatments across multiple panels. Compare that to branded rust converter products sitting on the shelf at $25 to $40 a bottle. Same job, very different price. One important thing to be honest about before you start. Citric acid works brilliantly on surface rust and light scale rust. If your metal has rusted through, if there are actual holes or the panel feels thin and soft when you press it, that is a different job requiring filler, patch panels, or welding. Be honest with yourself about what you're looking at. If you press on the rust and the steel underneath feels solid, you are in exactly the right territory for this method. Now let me walk you through exactly what you need. The main ingredient is citric acid powder. You'll find it in the baking aisle, the home brewing section, or the cleaning products aisle at most supermarkets. It's also available online in bulk for even less. Brand does not matter. Food grade or industrial grade, it's the same molecule. Along with that, you need warm tap water, a plastic container or bowl large enough to dip a sponge into. Do not use a metal container because the acid will react with it. A stiff bristled brush or old toothbrush, some 000 grade fine steel wool, which is the very fine grade that won't scratch the surrounding metal, rubber gloves for extended use, clean rags or microfiber cloths for drying, masking tape to protect surrounding paintwork, and a can of automotive primer from any hardware store, which will run you about $8 to $12. Total spend. If you're starting from scratch, is somewhere between $5 and $15. If you already have most of these items in the garage, the citric acid itself is your only cost. Here is the full process from start to finish. First, look carefully at the rust you're dealing with. Is it surface level discoloration or light flaking? That's your target. If paint is bubbling, peel it back gently with a plastic scraper and check whether the steel underneath is solid. Once you've confirmed it's surface rust, apply masking tape around the area about 2 to 3 centimeters away from the rust boundary to protect the surrounding paint you want to keep. Then mix your citric acid solution. Add approximately 100 grams of citric acid powder to 1 liter of warm water and stir until it's fully dissolved. That gives you roughly a 10% solution, strong enough to be effective without being aggressive. For small spots, you can mix less, just keep that same ratio of 100 grams per liter. Next, soak a cloth or stiff brush in the solution and apply it generously to the rusted area. You want the surface wet, not just damp. On vertical panels, the solution will want to run, so work in sections and reapply frequently. Leave it to sit for 15 to 30 minutes. You should start to see a reaction. The rust will begin to darken and soften. For heavier surface rust, you may want to leave it up to an hour, reapplying as it dries out. After that, scrub the treated area firmly with your brush or toothbrush. The softened rust should lift and loosen quite easily. Rinse with clean water and check your progress. For stubborn spots, follow up with a zero grade steel wool using light circular pressure. The combination of chemical treatment and gentle mechanical abrasion is more effective than either one alone. Once you're happy with the scrubbing, rinse the area thoroughly with clean water. Then wipe it down with a solution of baking soda and water, about 1 teaspoon of baking soda per cup of water. This neutralizes any remaining acid on the surface, and this step genuinely matters. Don't skip it. Dry the surface immediately and completely with a clean cloth. Now inspect the metal under good light. Clean steel shows a slightly silver-gray matte color. If you can still see rust patches, run through the process again. Multiple treatment cycles on heavier rust are completely normal. Once you're satisfied with the result, apply your automotive primer within the same day. Bare metal starts reacting with air within hours in humid conditions. 2 thin coats of primer following the product instructions will seal the metal and prevent re-rusting. Do not skip the primer. Clean metal without protection will rust again, and it can happen faster than the original rust because the freshly cleaned surface is more reactive. So what should you actually expect to see when this is done? For light surface rust, the orange staining that appears around a paint chip or scratch, 1 or 2 treatment cycles will remove it completely and leave you with clean metal ready to prime. For heavier surface rust with some flaking around wheel arches and door sills, expect 2 to 3 cycles over an hour or 2. The end result is clean, bare matte gray steel. Not shiny, not polished, just clean. Once primed and painted, that repair will last as long as any professionally treated equivalent, provided you've also dealt with the underlying cause. If water is pooling in that area, if your drain holes are blocked, if a rubber seal is letting moisture in, fix that too. Otherwise, the rust will return regardless of how well you treated the metal. Citric acid is not magic, and the repair is not permanent on its own. The primer and paint are what protect the bare metal long term. But as a treatment step to chemically clean rust-off solid steel, it is genuinely effective, and the cost difference compared to branded products is real and significant. If you found this useful, hit like. It helps more people find this kind of content. Subscribe if you want practical, no-nonsense car maintenance guides every week. And here is that final tip I promised. After you prime and paint the repaired area, apply a thin coat of car wax or paint sealant over the top. This adds a moisture barrier and extends the life of your repair without costing you anything if you already have wax in the garage. Next week, we're testing whether a $4 fuel injector additive actually does anything measurable, or whether it's just marketing. The test results are interesting. See you then.